kicking off Cologne, and it is going to be a quick play in towards water for Uzurks. He's going to be fighting down towards dark, wanting to take out 910. Sprinkle some damage, can't quite get the kill. But this is a heavy A setup. 3 players positioned over here for the CT side of sAw. Mizinho is going to fight it first. Flash is good, but he can't get a kill because Arisdose is quick on the trigger.
He spotted 3. Have to imagine they're going to pick up the pace towards this other bomb site now as well because they're close up. They have the control, but I mean, still spread across the map, so they don't feel like they have the numbers to trade effectively and smartly. Now they've got to drop and fall into it.
Now coming through dark, Steps being hurt by Uzurks. He's got a chance, but he's missing shots. He's not looking crisp this morning. 910 taking him out with that P250. Oh, missed shots all over the show from both of these B defenders for sAw, and that's Mongols into the site easily.
Yes, sAw even the 2 defenders, they even backed off to play it a little bit more passively to buy some time, but not able to land anything or slow down Mongols with any effect, and they have complete control of the pistol now.
There's no kit available. And these 3 retaking players, 910. Perforates the head of Mutera's. Story finally getting something on the board here. But it's all come crashing down to the pistol for sAw. Strong start from Mongols.
Yeah, nice and easy. sAw not able to really react to that in time whatsoever. Even though the opening kill goes in their favor, the stack of 3 players towards the A site is caught out, and an easy call to just hit that B bomb site with some pace to it.
He's got the scout out first.
The scout out.
Yeah. And that's
there
a good
it is.
Start. 910's down. Great start.
Had this in the pistol round, the man advantage. We'll see if they can capitalize a little bit of aggression into the back 10. Mizinho's ready. Spots out the second one, and Muteris just has to back away as quickly as possible. So evened up off the aggressive piece.
AK picked up. Senzu now making his way through the canals, and at this point, Blitz will be pretty happy with the space that he's got until that peek from Roman. He didn't quite clear out to his right side, and these MP9s are working out. It's a fantastic start to this force buy from sAw. Mongols are down to just 2 players.
A little bit sketchy in the mid-round, though, isn't it? 2 individual fights, no one available for Mongols to trade or work together in any of those battles. Just solo moves in middle, solo moves in dark, and man, this has gotten away from them. Mizinho's going to pick up the bomb and come all the way back around, join up with Techno, but it's just a contact play, all that they have left to him.
Oh, timing for Uzurks couldn't have been worse. He just turns his back, and as soon as he does that, Techno arrives.
You can see why. There's no one there with him to watch anything. Oh, that's the bomb, and it just gets in.
Just about gets away. Now Roman at dark is trying to cause a couple of problems for them, delay that bomb from getting into the site. Techno goes to address Muteris, and now he hears those steps charging down his way. Techno turns, gets that kill locked in. Grenade will go out towards B-Man instead, but Mizinho's head's been spotted. Roman takes him out of there, and it's all on Techno. He's got a 1v2 that he can't stop Story, and that is a big force buy win from sAw.
But Mongols very spread around the map, meaning they can't actually double up on the positions of their attack.
Now they've gone for the force buy as well here with the AK out on Blitz. He'll look to be the hero. Story peeking, gathering info on multiple players spotted in mid. That grenade is not effective, and he's getting pushed. He's calling for his teammates to now adjust this A setup because there is quite a lot of pressure now being thrust through middle off the back of this Mongols attack, and they're coming through camera. Snapshot on the Story. It's 910 down with that Tech 9, and now as Dose plays on the fountain, and he looks to drown. He actually burns away. 910 down in the site, and 2 players left for sAw. This back and forth that's begun at the start of Cologne. The pendulum is in swing. And Muteris coming in from heaven. This retake attempt, 910 has eyes on it. And he's looking to strike that right between the eyes, but Muteris gets away. Bullets don't connect, and this is still possible with a kit on the back of Muteris. They need a kill soon, and with Blitz picking that one up on the AK, it is 1 HP for Uzurks. Falling back, getting to safety, looks impossible, and now winning the round is as well. 2-1. This back and forth is sick. We'll take the first kill of the round, though. The hero AK-47 doing work for sAw, and he wants to get active, goes aggressive, and gets caught in the open.
That's what I'm talking about. So many of these mid-round pushes. This one works for Story. Actually, this 2 work for Story. Double kill, but they can wrap around him now into the A bomb site.
Yeah, Story's just trying to hide now. His teammate closest to him is Uzurks, and he's not close at all. He's only got a USP. So Story decides there might actually be a gap, a timing that I can move away from the fountain and deep into A main.
I think he's thinking, I wonder if there's an AK-47 on the ground I can upgrade to.
Yeah, that would be quite nice too. Story's just worried about rugs at the moment, and currently he's getting flanked by Techno, who's coming in from a side that Story is not ready for just yet.
And look at these positions. This is actually kind of cool from Mongols. They just pause and wait. They know the rotation's going to have to come in. If they plant the bomb, sAw knows exactly where they are, but now you've kind of gotten these advanced flank positions, and you can just sit and wait, and they've opened up a great opportunity for themselves to convert a 4th round.
Yeah, that was great composure from Techno, realizing that
he gonna come back.
Or he would have to come back, right? He has to come back into main. And now it's a USP and an AK to come back into this round, and there is no kit, no utility left here for sAw. Just about trying to do some damage again to these Mongols players. And Techno rounds that corner, Mag 10, unable to get one, so it's the AK to clean up the rest, and a 4-1 lead now for the Mongols.
Good start for Blitz as well, 8-1.
9-10 looking to battle that AWP on the other side of things early on. Story rings that shot out, and oh, he's down. Nice shot through the air. 9-10 takes him out. Now Techno goes on the back of that. Goes into the site, but it's not clean from Techno. sAw has to trade it out. Mongols still ahead by 1, but they follow that up with 9-10 and Mazinho, and it is utter collapse for sAw. And is just destroyed.
So much pressure applied off that opening pick from 9-10. Techno's walking in, and as he's fighting and as he's making his presence known, sAw's coming in from canals as well, and this time the pinch is timed perfectly from different angles.
As Dulce hearing those steps, I mean, the one weapon you don't want to have saved over is the FAMAS, and it is down as well. So not a single player saving their life here, so 5-1.
Pretty standard defense as well, 2-1-2, although Dulce is leaning towards the middle part of the map, but as soon as Story spots something with this AWP, an early warning system, there can be 3 defenders here with the quickness.
It looks like the AWP's positioned perfectly to at least get 1, but getting away might be the tough part. He gets in behind Fountain, has to combat close quarters, and gets taken out by Mazinho. AWP is only good for 1 kill. That was Dulce receiving a lot of damage, waiting that rotation from his teammates. Now he tucks himself in the corner, hoping that a distraction from Bricks is enough to allow Dulce the element of surprise.
Yeah, but Mongols is trying to force this way too much. They had a chance after that 1-for-1 trade with that smoke up that they could have backed off, but it's right back. 3-on-3, and now certainly Mongols have to think about another part of the map. They know the rotation will be here. They know it's going to be overwhelming odds.
Look how low they are on 2 players here. 8 HP for Blitz, 4 for Mazinho.
Okay, so they're going to fake it. They're going to take everyone off the B bomb site. They're going to let Blitz do this on his own, but he's only got, what, 8 HP? Like, they need kills here. If they don't get kills here on this push, it's all over.
Well, Roman out the back of the cake. It is one on Mazinho. 9-10 doing his best to drop the second, but he can't. So it's all on Blitz in a 1v2. You say it's all over. Well, Blitz will have to try and step up for this big clutch. He's planted. He's going into the temple. Perhaps aggression. Perhaps an unexpected position. Could get this into a 1v1 fight, but they've slowed down. Now they'll group up together. Mura's not ready for this, but the low HP will cost Blitz. He needed an instant headshot, and without that, he is too easy to take down.
I think he was putting together as well. Heard the footsteps of the second player, and he was trying to formulate what kind of a move he was going to make after the kill and just didn't actually secure it.
Problem is, Mongols built up a lot of money, so their buy is back again, and it's strong, and they've got leftover cash. Oh, sAw, uncomfortable things heat up for him, and he gets evaporated by Udrix. Advantage here with sAw.
Good deep Molotov and aggression behind it, double peek to secure the opening kill. Muterus going to be burned out of his location.
Not nice from Muterus. At least he doesn't have to round that corner, but still not a comfortable spot for him. Flash is coming out. Oh, he starts to spray wildly. Techno able to take him out. Now Story, this is committed with AWP, and okay, Story. He writes his own with that no-scope, and he's got a chance now to go forward. This is ridiculous from Story. Sick hold in middle. He puts himself in danger's way. It turns out he is the danger. Mazinho's left alone, and this round feels done.
Almost able to break through. Aggressive, assertive play from Story pays off. He's even going to get a quad kill. Just hold the angle. Mazinho's going to swing right into it. 4 kills for Story, and he's got sAw into this map. Things should be a little bit easier for them as they have some money. They can rebuy, they can replenish utility, and this is the best they've looked all half. Smoke a little bit off. But it's still going to pull a push from A, and Mazinho handles it, even dropping down, prepared for the fight, and now an A split is on. Muterus is going to have to push forward after this kill, but he can't find it, and that should be the round.
Yeah, it does feel like it. Oh, 9-10 was trying to cut those rotations off and seal the deal. Still looks like it's very likely with that follow-up utility coming in.
Yeah, there's still another smoke available for Mazinho he can chuck out, but I don't even think sAw is going to think about going for this. Already parked at the B bomb site is Udrix, going to be joined up by Roman. Story's going to be there as well. So 7 for Mongols on this T side of Anubis. Led by Blitz, 12-3.
Yeah, Yeah, Blitz is off to a real heater. It's good to have an IGL that's capable of fragging so heavily.
It's interesting. Completely separate topic.
Okay. I was like, all right, you're following up. What's so interesting about that?
I have no transition for that one. Just move along.
All right.
Just because, I mean, we had the interview from Utiris, and he's kind of made his comments. End of the season was tough for us, but the big conversation, or part of the conversation focusing on Barry. It's fine communicating outside the game in theory, right? Like when we have the time to talk about things, very valuable. But when we're in games, all he needs to know is when we're losing our shit, like whenever we're freaking out, and that's when he needs to rein us back in. But he doesn't need to understand, you know, all the details of the communication.
Sometimes it's hard to know for the Mongols, though. Imagine standing behind them. You know, you don't know their emotions. When they win their biggest match ever, it's the same as losing. Ooh, Story boosted up a tower of terror as he looks down on Mazinho. And that's sAw ahead on players here with a lot of time still left in this round. And the Mongols shaping up for their final attack already. It's going to be into this B bomb site.
Roman took a lot of damage from a Molotov in towards E-Box earlier, so he's got to go passive. So this B bomb site is available for the taking, or is it? Instant headshot.
It's big from Roman. Now Techno charged into the fight. 9-10 with him. And if Techno was able to find that follow-up into the cave, then this would have been completely back on. But it's a 1 versus 2. It's doable here for 9-10, especially with that utility. It gives him crucial seconds to play with for the plant. Now going through the smoke, Muters makes a wild maneuver. And fortunately for him, Arisdose comes through dark at the right time to get the trade. But that could have easily gone the other way.
He had to force himself into that fight for the trade as well. He ran through the Molotov. All that damage is from flames. So that's almost a 1v2, or I should say a 2v1 given away to Mongols.
Murus. Utility at the ready here. Camry's got just a slight pixel where he can spot them crossover, and he'll toss that Cinder down, and now they come right through it. He didn't get his gun out. It's a little awkward, and Arisdose once again having to bail Muters out of this hole, but he can't get the third kill. Techno's already at heaven, so he's cutting this rotation off as they come back in. Looks like Mongols are staring at a chance for 8th rounds if this fight goes their way, and Techno annihilates U-Jerks. Now keeping both of these remaining players of sAw out of the fray at the moment. Techno just stands up at heaven and shuts sAw out of this round. Roman must attempt it, and both of the remaining players of Mongols are low. They're damaged goods, and Roman goes charging right into Techno, who pretty much single-handedly secures that 8-4 scoreline for the Mongols.
Let's see what Mongols is going to have on the CT side. Story's come to play today. He's got the right pillow.
Yeah, he's definitely got the firm pillow right now. And that P250, that's why you pick it up. On the T-side pistol, we got some range on it. Mazinho just getting a 1 and ducking out. Story's still trying to fight and keep them pinned back at dark.
And he's doing a good job. Mazinho's the only one here. He's like, hey guys, help.
Yep, please
somebody.
Come. Oh, Muters now senses timing on Techno with all the steps to come through dark and take him out. Story, it's an elevated position to try and fight mid, but Blitz charging down those steps, making noise. He sees the shadow, goes for the fight, but Story just annihilates him. Muters is pushed all the way through to spawn, and so he's got that kill on Mazinho. That's the round. sAw have won the pistol. It'll be 8-5.
That P250 controlled so much in the middle part of the map, preventing them from shifting around and sliding between the bomb sites as well. The little bit of a fake towards the A bomb site really threw that defense into chaos. We have not seen that kind of rifling strength out of the sAw squad just yet. They'll need it in the second half to complete this comeback.
(9-10) crawling his way up through the darkness and up into the fight with Roman. So half of his health gone off the back of that shot with the scout. He's getting peppered and finally destroyed. Story sends that bullet through the smoke.
He's really going for it. Oh, smoke blown open. Blitz almost down. Again, just spamming that scout. And I think now is when sAw just start to move in behind the cover of that smoke. And Mongols will have to take these weapons into the next round. They can't do anything to challenge here. So 6-8 is now the scoreline, or will be the scoreline in, what, 50 seconds, 45 seconds?
I'll say 46 seconds.
It's no counter. We can't actually test this.
Someone at home, keep count right now. Get your stopwatch out. And this is, that save call might make that problematic. So there's 6 rounds for sAw, and way back into the game now, picked up off the back of a solid start in the second half. A lot of Counter-Strike today. We've got 4 BO3s on this stream and the other.
8 best of 3s today.
That's a lot of Counter-Strike.
That's a lot of best of 3s. There's Dose. Oh, he's going to end up dying. I'm surprised sensU doesn't just grab that AK-47 and bail out. He knows he's getting wrapped behind, and it all goes to waste. A couple decent kills at the end. 2 rounds now separating these teams, and Mongols on a full save.
Speaking of save,
yeah.
Do you think Liquid is going to save the region now, Jason? North America have got a couple of teams here in the play-in. Is this finally time we see them come back?
Way to tie that together.
Yeah. And the flash for Blitz. He's about to set up an aggressive maneuver outside of A main right now. It was Dose caught by the flash. Here's a follow-up chance from Mazinho, and he absolutely wrecks Story. Muteris can't really fight because he's the bomb. If he goes down at the bottom of the stairs, it's completely over. So he doesn't overextend, he doesn't peek, but that's Saw down 2 players already, and it doesn't look like they're going to get to plant right now, Jason.
No, sensU's in a good position as well. This is being watched by 910 with the ult, but he can't win the fight. But that's the bomb. Muteris, if he tries to cross over, 910 will definitely pick him off.
Here comes Techno now. He's up, trying to defend Dark. It's one quick headshot from Techno. 910 went down, but Techno cleans up the rest. And Muteris now with the bomb has to beeline in towards the A side. And the time it takes to try AWP, it's actually allowed that adjustment for Mazinho to come in, so he's rotated over.
How did 910 lose that? Oh, did he get a leg shot?
Yeah, must have done, yeah. Muteris 16 health.
Yeah.
Limps into the site, does not get the plant, and the Mongols will pick up the round.
Did chuck away the AWP. This feels like, is sAw going to keep it competitive, or do they have to kind of embark on a comeback again in the last stages of this? Oh,
this is a little awkward because sensU thought he had a bit of a gap to spot out Muteris, and they just cross in, blow open that smoke. Now the attack is coming in from 2 fronts of the site, and it's another collapse here for the Mongols B defense. It's just a heads-up play into that B bomb site from sAw. Just split it as early as possible, and that is sAw just crashing down upon them.
That's some awesome utility work from sAw as well. Like 2 defenders at that bomb site, obviously an E-box that we saw, and back, on platform, just get drilled with grenades as sAw is coming in. Like, catch them full on. Nothing Mongols can do. It's gone the other direction, and sAw will indeed keep it close. They can fight and claw. Mongols at a breaking point with the economy. Next round's going to be real weird for them.
Yeah, well, not even just keep it close, keep it clean too, right? They're 5 players up right now.
Yeah.
That could change with this fight coming down on the beach, but this will help grow that economy and stabilize things for a little further. And Mazinho doing his best to remove some weapons. Not bad. He nearly took 3 with him to the grave.
Let's see what he can do here on the CT side. Nothing.
Oh, that's pretty clean from Roman.
That's very clean from Roman.
Oh, that M4. It was in his hands.
It was an idea. It was there.
Not for long.
And sAw showed us they could kind of figure it out and plant their feet in the first half to put some rounds on the board. They got 4 CT sides, 4 CT rounds, and Mongols going to have to do the same thing. And certainly Roman's going to be able to rack a couple more kills up. Quad kills so far. And Techno's sliding back like he wants to give him a chance for the ace.
That's what we're all thinking.
This is weird. I mean, this is kind of crazy. When the success of sAw that we've seen this year, it was mostly predicated on like Dose and Udrix having disgustingly strong rifle performances. Right now, it's Story, obviously, who's been there this whole map, but yeah. Roman and Muteris are the next guys. The 2 kind of engines that you think about with this team aren't putting a whole lot in at the moment.
Well, I'm going to say that's probably the first ace of Cologne. I don't know what's happened on the other stream, but definitely our first ace.
You can be confident in that one, I think.
Roman picks it up. All 5 kills locked in. The Roman Empire begins.
How'd that end? Pretty good?
Germans kind of ended it, so, he's coming back. Mongols in their T-half attempted just a straight-up A play at a similar point in the half, and didn't go so often. They were stalled out. Seems like it's a similar situation here for sAw, but they're just charging right through. Story got caught by flashbang. Mazinho does pretty well. But his teammates are not committed inside of the site with him, so they're going to actually get blasted out of there.
Oh, that's a tough kill to take. Tough kill to take just as you're about to line up for the retake. Mazinho gave you a man advantage, and you've handed it right back. Blitz has swapped to the AWP. The big strength of this is going to be Techno coming in on the flank.
Here comes sensU through storage. Looks to pack them up, but it is Ujerks that'll take sAw out of this round, and saw's post plan is looking like it is going to come out on top. Roman's focused on camera, but he's got to realize now Techno's coming in from main. They're trying to find a kill here, but they're not picking it up. They haven't been able to find even a foothold in this site to climb their way back into it, but Techno finally strikes. Blitz with that shot back. It's all Muterus, and it all falls apart for sAw, but time is the enemy, and there's not enough of it for the Mongols. They're going to get out of there, and that is sAw to head to 10 rounds. They've now taken the lead on Anubis, and it is not clean. It is very close, but no kit stops the Mongols.
Ooh, aggressive peek, like the first gun round.
Oh, flash is good. On the spam through the wood, he can still go for it. He's actually committing to this around the corner. mZiNo, I don't know how he's got away with that.
Oh, repeat.
Oh my god, 910 goes into that fight, and he actually wins that kill back. So, off the back of the craziness, it's a 3v3. 910 goes back. Nice shot. Roman taken out with no problems. 45 seconds left. And 910 will drop back to Cake. Another position taken.
They're trying to execute a fake a little bit off that B pressure, so they didn't want the flashbang, but obviously leaves them very exposed to 910 holding an angle.
Oh, unfortunate. That Molotov forces 910 into an uncomfortable spot. Now Story goes for the peep, but 910 nails that shot. Turns his back, his blitz. Goes down. 910 doesn't defend him. And Muterus now is left in a 1v2. 20 seconds left. 910 crosses into the open with a USP in hand and the information possibly that Muterus was low, so finished him off.
Mongols, no money left in the bank. Blitz with 14 and mZiNo with $1,300. That's it. Same with sAw. Big swing round for how the later stages of this map will go.
Ooh, Aristose, does he sense a gap? Does he feel like there's an opening, but his own teammate just mollied that opening off? So he can't really take the pathway wanted. That stalls him out. sAw to drop him from jail. Roman locks Techno up, and Molotovs coat the back of the platform. It is absolutely brilliant from sAw. Entering that B site. Once again, perfect utility, making it uncomfortable for the Mongols. And they can't do anything about it.
No, it feels like because Mongols have been playing so much more passive at this B bomb site on the CT side compared to sAw, like the avenue to get your foothold on these executes is there for sAw, and that's what they're exploiting. They're getting in with one kill and then having the angles to keep the defense deep in the choke points.
Blitz can get an M4 as well, but it's tough. It is very tough now for the Mongols.
You must deliver here.
Oh, timing. Blitz gets caught. Muterus up top. Just takes that headshot on the flick on over.
And that should be the sign, too, that there's an op covering for that kind of a push.
Story goes down. sAw able to get rid of him. It is a 1-for-1 start to this. If Story had won that fight, 5v3, and we're looking at 12 rounds for sAw. But this is still doable now for the Mongols, but a step too far from sAw.
This time they're getting kind of lured because they've been punished with passive setups at this B bomb site. They're trying to maintain that aggression and trying to maintain position in towards E-Box and Dark, but man, they're just getting forced back. sAw playing it so well and patient for those pushes.
Oh, big shot.
Huge trade.
And now it's a 1v2 at 910. It's going to blow open that smoke inside of Dark. Doesn't see anybody behind it. It's not an easy situation here. Oh, he's actually hit a random bullet there on Muterus. It's come out on top. Muterus took a step forward. Now dropping back to the platform is Ujerks, but he could have gone anywhere. And 910 has used his incendiary already. He can't clear out that position. 910 goes for the smoke, and now so close to the kill. But regardless, it is 12 rounds now for sAw. Map point on Anubis. Just got to worry about a split, but the push is coming. This is aggressive from the Mongols, trying to get proactive. That kill from sAw allows them to not reveal that aggressive maneuver, so Aristose doesn't have info that there is a pack of players now making their way through the water.
They're being so patient because there's a flank coming in through Temple. Ujerks basically has to do everything. He needs 2 kills here to crack this open, and he's been spotted. Good awareness from Techno.
Yeah, that is great awareness to have eyes on that, and now this B bomb site has everybody ready to hold, ready to push through to 11 rounds. Back and forth, these fights go down though, and the numbers are starting to edge out just slightly to the Mongols, but mZiNo pulls out the sidearm, and the confusion as sAw walk into a heap of players, and they get stopped at the door. This map is not done yet. In fact, we are staring at a possible overtime.
Yeah, we really are.
mZiNo utility severs off the attack. Aristose commits beyond the fire.
The only one to commit beyond the fire. That's a little... He didn't call off the push where the rest of his teammates were like, no, wait. He was already going through.
Yeah, he's definitely ready for that. Minute and 8 seconds left as this attack is about to come in towards mZiNo. And his M4, oh, here's a step. He's ready now. He's got that M4 out, and he goes into the fight. Mazinho gets one, Blitz with the other. And now he's got to realize the camera's a possibility. Ujark's charging down towards him with a Tech 9, and it is overtime, ladies and gentlemen. The opening map here on the B stream, unless Roman can stop them and pick up a last-second victory. He's going to get that bomb back, and he has got time.
Man, sAw could never actually, they were never able to actually take control and be the ones to pull the trigger on that hit. They got stalled out after Dose goes down going through the Molotov, and then from there it's the Mongolian defenders who can actually step forward and take a chance and come up with a plan and put a stop to everything. Overtime on map 1 here at the B stream of IEM Cologne. That they're taking resources away from middle, which opens up the opportunity to split. And there was never presence, never information, and this defense just gets wiped out.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a great start here from sAw, and it looks like it'll be a fantastic finish. The story had eyes on the beach. Just on the other side of the map. Now, see Mongols with Blitz still at B. Techno's just hanging around for an exit kill. By 13 to 12. Solid team effort across the board here from sAw. You've got Roman, 22 kills. Muter's 20. Story's one away from getting 20 himself.
So 19?
Yeah. You know, you gotta vary it. Numbers are boring, Jason. Different ways of saying it. Not enough to extend around that corner for that AWP to strike. Now Utility is starting to heat things up for Senzu. Get out of the fire. And he does. He peeks in for the kill. Second shot not connecting. He has to go back to this, and now he's under so much pressure because he's running out of bullets in that, and the grenade will finish him off. Senzu tries to stay alive as long as possible. This flank. Oh, Blitz didn't have his gun out in time. Ours Dose catches the perfect timing to go and get rid of that B flank.
Oh, and he's picked up the bomb now, had to drop away. Will they be aware of Mazinho? He's had a great game so far. He'll continue.
Yeah, he's really found himself a good spot there to stop that bomb from getting over. Muter is now with a 1v2, separates it into this final fight against 910. The AWP close quarter combat is not a comfortable spot, but 910 does not care about that. Ties up the game 13 to 13.
Utiris could sense there was a little aggressive push coming on that plant. That timing was there, but 910 gets way, way closer than he expected.
And that's a great start for sAw, but there's a second op waiting for you.
There's individually been some sloppiness, which tends to happen in the brawly games, but we're seeing a lot of repeats.
Oh my god, 910, no way. What is this? What is this play? With the AWP and missed shot. And yeah, that is kind of the expected result. And he goes down. Mazinho now a camera trying to make up for it, and his spray is wild and undeadly. It is now Techno and Senzu in a 2 versus 4. What the hell happened in this round, Jason?
That's what I'm saying. When it gets brawly like this, like you see like a lot more like risk taking, and I think that's one thing the Mongols haven't been able to calm down here on Anubis throughout both halves.
Well, at least it was interesting.
I don't think Story needed to take that re-peek. 910 didn't need to make that push.
Not at all. But
here we are.
Yeah, here we are, and it's sAw in the lead again. 14 to 13. I can see a stronger face from sAw, enough to perhaps get them out of this first map with a victory, and that is a beautiful opening move from Ujark, charging through the water, charging through the canal, right into the opening kill. As Dose goes to the double pump, and it's this time 910 that will fall.
Oh, executed just so perfectly, exactly as sAw draws it up. 5 on 3, and now they've got 2 players in middle ready to handle this final push.
Muterus ready around that corner. M4 should be getting one in fact. It's Story Sniper that strikes first. And the Mongols are collapsing here. It is looking increasingly likely that they're going to be ripped open by the sAw.
Well, Story's been good throughout this map with the AWP. 3 defenders here at the bomb site as the execute comes in. Story doubles up.
Yeah, that is one way to start off this round. 3v5 for the Mongols to try and recover, and it does not look likely at all. That might be the end of this chapter. This Anubis will come crashing down on the Mongols. It is 16 to 13 for sAw. And it is prolonged for a few moments longer.
Did Roman just go for a knife?
He was, you know, that is the rule. You try and close it, and now you give him chances. 910, 2 kills back. does have the bomb. He does have a small chance, a very small chance, because Utrix covers off that window, and finally, this first map is over. It is sAw that come out on top. Anubis, their map pick locked in, and their debut here in Cologne is a victory over the Mongols on map 1.
sAw worked them on the T side, tactically outplayed them, helped obviously by a weak bomb site defense at the B site, but still outcalled, and we were a step ahead through most of their T side half. Now on Ancient, we get to switch things up a little bit, and there's Roman to kick things off.
Yeah, it's a switch up with that kill on sAw. Now Aristotle goes into the aggressive play on Techno. Those Jewel Berettas gunslinging their way down the B lane. 9-10 has the play that really could have stepped back into the round for the Mongols, but that was it. And now they're left with 2 players locked out of B, and Story's cut the rotation off to the A side of things. So this is a tough start. sAw have had some really sort of aggressive CT setups throughout this series so far, and that's another one, but using the pistol.
Yeah, they haven't really enjoyed sitting back on their heels and waiting, have they? They've kind of gone and taken things. How many sAw movies you got up there?
6.
Bang.
There you go, Jason.
Right on the money.
That's why if you ever need a question answer, you go to Jason. Blitz with that easy opener on towards Muterus. Story's trying to get aggressive with that MP9, trying to free him up a little bit. Here comes a second. It's Udrex that goes down. Very fortunate. Oh my goodness, I thought they were going to get a second kill there through the wood, but somehow that MP9 gets away.
This is where that aggression is kind of a bummer for sAw, because it's like, yeah, you have so many of these MP9s, you want to do something, maybe you can catch them off guard, get a little bit close, but you've also like just kind of, an opportunity's gone away from you to do something unique with those, and actually Roman brings it back into a doable situation, but Story had already started cheating over towards the other side of the map. Dulce is pushing up. Maybe they can get this kill in middle if Mazzino doesn't find the escape route quick enough, but it's going to be the first round for Mongols. Ooh. Cue that Jaws music, Dinko.
Dun-dum. Dun-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Here comes.
I really sold you out with that one because they were so far away from each other.
Yeah, it's like a very long.
I was hoping you'd keep it going. It was really a social experiment.
Yeah, you're just trying to embarrass me in front of all these people.
In front of all your closest friends.
Yeah, there's actually, I embarrassed myself. There's actually 10 sAw movies, so not even 6. There's 10.
I was right twice. I was right when you were incorrect, and I was right when you were correct.
See, I was just backing you up, Jason. And the mid control now being established by the Mongols. They'll smoke out red. Peeking off the ledge.
Some of these... Oh,
there we go. Finally, one comes through the smoke.
Yeah, but all the close ones were coming from the... We saw them from the sAw perspective. They were almost there, and it's just sAw who delivers it back. Good kill for him. He had a very rough opening map of Anubis, especially at that B defense. Seeing if he can bounce back here on Ancient.
Muterus. Ooh. Did he just see a tip? Oh, he's seen 2 now. He lines them up. It's actually a bit of a team kill going on down there. A little cannibalism here in Cologne.
But there's no A defense anymore. It's all on this push. Shadow shows. Techno's not ready for the second, but it's still a recovery mission for Roman and Dulce. Bomb in middle is a little dangerous from sAw, but he's going to make the path. There's no kit on the CT sides either.
Oh, Dulce. Does he go through the smoke? He does. He keeps coming. And sAw is aware of that possibility. So 3 kills for sAw in the round. Roman to come back into the 1v2. It must be a retake attempt if he wants this. And there's no kit on the back of Roman, so he knows he has to move quite swiftly. There's no utility either to help him out. And that kit has been detected over towards a cave. So Roman now walking his way into the site. Mazzino still at default. He'll peek intermittently towards CT, but he's going to fall down. Roman somehow gets the chance and absolutely wrecks Mongols. That is a 1v2 that they want to get back, that they want to replay. And for sAw, it is 3-1 after a ridiculous round from Roman.
It's the weapon, and it's a lack of utility as well, right? There's no counter flashes. There's no nade to throw into a choke point when he comes over. There's no Molotov to prevent them from swinging wide. So much is on Aristotle.
He's the only player with utility, and he is now seeing the shadows. He knows there's multiple players inside of A now. But is Dulce able to shut them down? That is the question. Utility coming in. He wants this fight. He takes the first. The second is even better, but this one's from Story, who's rotated over towards the temple. Now Muterus swings into the donut, spots out the 3 remaining players. They can now ready and steady themselves for this final attack into the A bomb site. Smoke is up. Story's canceled out. Now as Dulce goes for the leap into main, knowing that it's clear, but that grenade will find him. It searches him out. and draws these numbers to a 3v3. Blitz gets annihilated. Roman rolling in again. 9-10 with a 1v3 left inside of the site. And that flash is caught in perfectly into the open. Big shot back on Roman in the donut. And now it's 9-10 with one more to get. One last kill, and he can't get it done. Story with a USP. It is so close. It is so competitive. But once again, it's sAw.
They're so lucky to get out of this round. This is back-to-back rounds. They're fortunate of the wins. The 1v2 from Roman and now this one, because I don't know how they misread the situation. That's what it felt like to me. Arisdose gets these 2 kills in main. From here, you have to be thinking, we don't have anyone in middle. They're probably splitting through donut. The MP9 kind of runs out into the open, gets eliminated. The AWP had started to shift away and rotate back towards middle, back towards the B bomb site. It didn't really feel like they were aware of the potential for danger coming from donut, so the recovery is critical.
But this time for sAw, they have a bit more utility, but it might not matter because here comes this B rush, straight up B play, out of the tech issue, into the site. Ujerks goes down, and what a sight to behold for the Mongols. They just destroy the initial defense, and they follow up on the AWPer. It's a quick call, and one that has worked out very well.
That might be some of that experience they've gained at the top competition, that fast-paced pace change out of a tech pause where you know the opposition can't really talk to each other, can't really get any plan, and maybe miss a detail, and that works perfectly. 3 smokes still for the sAw side of things. Oh, that's a way to start things off. 9-10's gonna get one. Roman coming through the smoke, trying to take advantage of a little chaos, is punished, and Mongols have control of the map.
Story, not exactly how we wanted it to go. Techno, with the MP9, cuts open the real last threat. And that bomb goes down. So Mongols will be on 3. You mentioned that tech issue possibly helped coming at a good time for the Mongols. It seemed like it really has. They've stalled out sAw.
It's an awkward situation for Mazzino that he's found himself in, that he's put himself in.
Yeah.
By his own volition.
Yeah, well, his teammates are going to pay the price. I don't know how. How has Mazzino just survived that?
I don't know.
That's crazy. This is quite a lovely play. Double play through a main. Aggression thrown into the mix. This is what sAw have been rocking all series long. It's a 1-for-1. The AWP goes down, but it's picked up by Arisdose, and that's not a good angle. Not at all. And Mazzino pops him like a bubble. It's nice and easy for him. 4-3.
You can tell Arisdose was not really familiar with that angle when wielding an AWP. Didn't exactly know
where did I go with this?
Where the head was going to be appearing, where to stand. And it puts sAw in a weird situation. Now, he spotted one in the middle. He's going to be calling out that donut's open.
Yeah, Muterus knows that he's got to deal with the threat.
Actually, this defense isn't bad, all things considered. 2 defenders here against 3 players attacking in a pretty decent crossfire with Muterus way back in the corner. Oh, okay.
The second player rotated off, and then Muterus got annihilated looking the wrong way. So it instantly goes from looking pretty solid, like there's a big chance for sAw, and then suddenly falls away to absolutely nothing. So that's Mongols. Despite losing the first player, they're going to go up 5-4 now.
Yeah, looking really good now on this T side of Ancient. They have taken complete control, and they are picking apart this defense. They're exploiting some of the aggressive pushes and plays from sAw.
Big part as to why they were finding success in the CT side of Anubis was the fact that Story Sniper started being so influential. Well, he got taken out first in the previous gun round, and now he's being burned out of position. He is stuck in Cubby. There is nowhere for Story to go. And he has got to realize that, yeah, it's a little scary now.
Roman's gotten picked off making that play like 3 or 4 times in this half so far. It ain't working for him. Story's going to go down mid, completely controlled by the Mongolians. And what do you do? What do you do if you're sAw?
Lose this round.
Techno spotted 2. He's saying 2 in red room right now. They're looking for that 3rd player at the moment. The utility forces him back, and he's going to be
player spotted. Yeah. He's called it over to 9-10. Mazzino, he's allowed him to turn for that kill. Now Ujerks spotted out, not taken down on the first attempt. Mongols just playing with their food right now. They're not even playing for the objective to get the bomb down. They just want to take Ujerks out of here. And this is starting to become a nightmare for sAw. Oh, great work from Techno. Distraction to pull Muterus' attention towards elbow, and then he just instantly takes a kill off the top of the ledge. It is utter collapse here for sAw in this first half. It is going to be an 8th round for Mongols, picked up in very easy fashion.
And then there's going to be a rebuttal from Roman in Jaguar that we've seen a number of times. This time there was an aggressive take down B ramp, so Mongols had an idea that they were going to be coming through the smoke. Everything's been under control. Mongols have known where to look for that second contact, that second play.
Story biding his time. It's a nice rapid shot on towards sensU.
Give me one more.
Time is starting to tick from no kit on his back. That is a problem, and he goes right into 9-10. Unless there's a massive T-side showing from sAw, we are looking destined for map 3 in this opening BO3 on the B stream here at the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne. And we are expecting more of the same. We'll see if sAw... Pistol rounds for sAw have been good, Jason. That is one thing you gotta say. That last round, pistol round was pretty sick from them. So maybe they've got something up their sleeve here.
Well, we got that P250 on Story. Oh, we found a target out in the open. sensU's gonna tuck tight. Techno pushing up, eliminated by a Glock.
Ugh. Oh, that's a big shot back from 9-10. Story's down, and that bomb is now setting its sights upon the B-bomb site instead.
I wonder if they could hear that running in through Jaguar and Cave.
Oh, that's the bomb. It needs to be careful here. Roman just jumping up and down, trying to dodge it. Blitz turns back on a dime. Straight from the boxes to elbow. And now Mutarus in a position of power in the cave, but he maybe unleashes a little bit too early, but he still goes out. He still gets one. Traded out by sensU. It is now all U-Jerks left in a 1v2, and there's a kit alive. Nearly dead. 9 health left on 9-10, but sensU assassinates U-Jerks, and it is a 9th round for the Mongols, so even the pistol rounds aren't safe anymore for sAw. Mongols now know what they're up against. They now know that the pesky Deeks were on the other side, not giving them any chances. As soon as I say that, Blitz walks into the open and gets annihilated.
I'm glad you said it, because I was about to say the same thing. I like the way that Mongols is playing this more passive, more chill, and then all of a sudden you start seeing the swing out into the open, the swing out into mid to lose a player. All of a sudden it gets a little bit sketchy, and 9-10 traded off, and there's a chance. There's time, and there's an M4, although sensU has gotten so close.
He's running now after it. Bomb plant is cancelled, and sensU realizes, yep, he's got off it, so now we let Techno come in from Donut instead. Or is Dossi trying to draw attention, or rather, his attention is trying to be drawn towards Donut. He'll go into that fight against sensU and CT, and they recover it, but yeah, it got a little hairy as soon as I said they were playing well.
Double molly down mid. Mongols wanting to make sure that sAw can't just bust into map control in the first 20 seconds.
Oh, Techno going through the smoke, steps surely being heard. It's an awkward fight, but it's Roman that comes out on top of the first. Mizinho, effective trading from below those boxes.
sensU's going to get pressure. They're just going to march right up. With that kind of, with no mid control, with the lost player of Roman, they're just going to challenge, and they find a bomb site pretty damn free.
Yeah, sensU unable to get a kill there, so that does put sAw into a comfortable spot now with his post plan.
It might be crazy, but if you don't get a kill soon, you might want to consider saving if you're the Mongols. You have such a massive lead that you can risk going for this, but why give them the advantage of economy? Why hand them over? Why voluntarily give up some of the advantages you have?
Yeah, it's so unlikely that they would even get close to the retake attempt, so a decent save of the 3 players staying up, and obviously they all being involved in that save is the key. 9-10 secures the kill on the exit. Now they know what they're up against, and he keeps re-peeking. He really wants to damage them, and they lose the AWP because of that. And it's picked up by Blitz. He'll run away. So 2 players save.
That's why I kind of mentioned the save too, especially with the amount of money they had built up. Like another full buy out of that loss. Running low on funds now, but you have so many advantages. Economy is just one of them. Good first kill from Blitz. Arizose comes through. But Mongols once again holding strong, and anything sAw wants to try and get done quickly is ineffective.
U-Jerks. The smoke fades away, and Mizinho will get his victim revealed to him. Now it's more disciplined here from Mongols. Here comes that first chance, that first fight, and a few steps taken back. Techno gets around the corner, but can he get away? It's jumping. It's gymnastics. And Techno eventually will go down. sensU to clear him from the site. It is now 12-5. Mongols 1 round away. Swinging out from the cutout is Blitz. sAw lose their first player here, and they could lose a second swiftly, but sensU decides to clear left corner first and ends up getting caught by a big swing from 9-10. Is punished by Story, and they're into the B bomb site. They don't have the bomb with them, but That could be a problem.
And now it's cut off. Yeah, this is a real problem. Blitz can't transfer back. Would have been incredible.
Okay, Story!
And now into a one-on-one.
Oh, it would have been another ace for the side of sAw. Story was able to collect just one extra, but now it's a 1v1. Mazinho against Arisdose. Story has put them in a position where he's done almost everything. And now just one more player to collect. Arisdose gets back to the bomb. There's still a minute left on the clock after picking that bomb up.
You won't expect this push from
But this
Zeno.
is a heads-up fight instantly coming his way. And he's looking the wrong way. Mazinho will pull the Mongols through 13-5 on map 2. A recovery in this best-of-3 series. And this battle will be decided
Still
on
chewing bubblegum.
Still got the bubblegum. The Mongols and sAw continues after this. Not committing it any further, though. They're going to hang around and wait for this mid-aggression, and that is coming their way. That's a free kill offered up by 910. This long fight going down. Mazinho has the card for cover, but it's gone now, and he's dead. Arisdose out of the headshot into the 5 versus 3. Blitz doing his best to defend from Goose. He's done damage, but eventually gets traded, and now a 4 versus 2. sAw charging towards this A site. Doesn't seem likely Mongols get back into this. But you can push yourself up again. So here we go. He climbs on up. Techno falls on down. And sAw is now overrun and overwhelmed. sAw surely going to grab this pistol. Some nice shots out the door of that. But it is closed on him. A decent amount of defense here. You've got Techno close at the B entrance. But Muterus is now slipping through that mid-smoke. In combination with U-Jerks has taken 2 kills here to open things up for sAw.
Oh, there's a tag, but just not enough stopping power on this hit, especially with the follow-up missed shot. Both defenders are split and an easy one for sAw. Damage across the board.
So close to getting a kill, but not going to happen for them. That's frustrating.
Where do you play on this map, Dinko? We join a matchmaking game.
Spawn.
You play
Usually.
only spawns.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I like going short. That's my favorite position.
Your favorite position is short.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's sick, especially with the new little boosty boxes. You can get there so fast.
True.
Day 1 of the play-ins. Story sniper challenging that of sAw. And it's a double-up setup. It's out really early here for Mongols, but it's worked out in terms of that initial kill at least. sAw walking away with it.
And the nice thing about that now, especially with the first kill, is you can park that op at the B bomb site. sAw will probably be hesitant to go up against it, and that other rifle can be a little bit more mobile.
And then you got the other AWP here, but it's dead. The primary choice. Unable to land his shot, and Blitz has to clean up the mess that's left behind. Certainly will do so. And now just 2v3. It's a round that sAw can get back into as they charge up through short. If they win this fight against Mazinho, but they don't. They don't win that duel. And it's just Roman now, trying to get back into a clutch here. He's taking a little bit of damage off the top. He's down to 51. He's so worried about that player on the A ramp. But he knows he's got to worry about the possible flying through short, the play up through the ramp itself, and then the smoke fades away, and Blitz will collect his 3rd kill of the round. So fantastic hold and recovery there from Blitz.
Yeah, really good round from Blitz. The nade is perfect that he throws right into the pathing of sAw. That peek over at the railing, tough to handle, especially when you're eating utility damage on the cross. But other than that, not a bad entry from sAw from U-Jerks to take down 910. Just a better play from Blitz down the stretch.
Story. Oh, close to the flick up to the platform. Techno gets caught in the open. Now Arisdose just punishes him. He missed the timing on getting to the back of the platform.
I guess he pulled a smoke out when the AWP fired because he wanted to block it off, but 910's found the equalizer. One out middle, though. They're not ready for it. Mongols caught snoozing.
That's sick from U-Jerks. He puts them to sleep, and a lovely transfer down to that second player.
After this loss.
Oh, Mazinho. Yeah, he's down as well. U-Jerks with a sharp round. And they're setting up for this B attack. There's still 2 players committed to this for the Mongols. U-Jerks trying to sell a little bit more attention towards the A-bomb side itself, but it's coming now. And Techno's ready from the platform. Peeks out, flashes are good. Just an onslaught of utility. He's been bombarded, he's being burned away. And Techno under so much pressure, eventually taken out of the fray. It's now 4 versus 2, a minute left on the clock, and sAw in the B-bomb site. That's a sign to save. You're not getting back into this.
Well, their woes might continue. We've been hoping we'd see a little bit of a recovery from Mongols after so much of the promise they showed in the first half of this year, in the first season of it.
Dude.
Tapered off a little bit, but we were wanting to see them bounce back here at Cologne. And once again, a little bit of fake has succeeded. They've pulled sAw off the boost and out into the open, which should be an easy-ish kill.
Body shots start landing. You start to get uncomfortable with that Mag 7. Oh, Techno really should have done more with that. But Blitz, his Deagle, blasting right through them. And this could get a little uncomfortable. It is starting to get uncomfortable. Bomb does go down. Mazinho's coming with that MP9 to the mid doors, and suddenly it's Roman and Arisdose trying to pull this one back. But Arisdose surely has done it with that double kill. Roman's left alone. Fire goes down to the window, and he'll change his position given the extra seconds to play with. But they're going for this now, Mongols. They've got some weapons to play with, but they've got no kit, which means time is limited. Time is ticking. And Roman not giving away his position, hiding behind the box, close to Mazinho, comes out with an AK, and now just one player left. His time is ticking on. He needs to get it done here, Blitz, and he gets back to it, but not with enough time. Blitz will run away. Everybody falls on sAw, but it's still a 7th round win.
All the credit in the world to Arisdose. That is a nice control of the spray at long range from double doors at boxes all the way through CT spawn. That double kill was critical to set his teammate up to win it out at the end. sAw somehow pulled that one off, and it got really, really sketchy from here. sAw gets, for the first time, really feels like their tactics stalled out at the point of attack. Felt like Mongols was going to be able to crunch in middle very effectively.
Not going to connect to anybody. Ujerks has been a real threat going through these mid doors, and because of his previous round success, he's so confident to just spearhead this attack.
Yeah, there's an Opera on the angle. Ooh, he just gave it up.
Now he's come back. Here he is again. Story's dead.
That's bomb.
Overcommitment from sAw. Now they can focus on the AWP, but dealing with the threat of an AWP is a difficult challenge. And now 910 is drawn over to look over towards the B tunnels. And now he's under so much pressure from multiple sides, eventually overwhelmed. Bomb goes down again inside of the B bomb site. This time, a 2v2 retake.
Mongols players, Blitz and Mazinho, are so far away considering the bomb was dropped on the first kill. And now Mazinho's never going to be ready. Never going to be ready. The barrel shows, and Roman's got one in the post plant. There's no kit either on Blitz. Mazinho didn't have one either. This round's done.
Wow.
This series might be done.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the Mongols have life in them. Exactly, and that is the top-tier analysis we need right now, as the smoke, or rather, story play, is going right into sAw. There was no... Oh, Ujerk sending grenade up around that corner to try and soften up that tower of players.
I love this play though. Again, it's like understanding the situation. You got to pick in middle, and then you spotted 2 boosted on catwalk. Immediately out middle and apply pressure. Look how it's pulled the defense. 3 defenders came over here, and they never saw him. They never saw him, and he's got another.
Bro, Ujerk is just destroying them right now. This is so unplayable right now for the Mongols. Techno, he's run out of ammo in that MP9, and he's overrun. He's dead. Mazinho's nowhere to be found at all.
Now we're seeing a good read of the situation from Ujerk, realizing if we kill one in middle who's pushed up, and then you have it all boosted on catwalk, there's a big gap, a big opening in the defense that I can exploit.
And they'd be very decisive when they see those opportunities. They haven't waited too long, so the gap closes, that window of opportunity closes. They've been really quick to react to.
And he knows that's what's going to cause the pressure, so then he just goes patient. He's like, I don't need to force the issue from here. They have to react to the pressure I'm applying.
3 players committed long here for the Mongols. It could end up being an absolute disaster for them, though, as if they lose multiple members just like that with no kills coming back, it might just be all over. 910 does get like 2 kills out of it, but the rest of the squad have died elsewhere in the lower tunnels, and we're now looking at sAw alone with a scout.
3rd map has just begun over on the A stream.
Ooh, sAw. Needs to be careful here. Mazinho's close by. That grenade pulled. Perfect timing for Mazinho to swing out, and it's a triple. Out of nothing to a 3K. That's fantastic work from Mazinho.
It's maybe a bit naive from sAw to think that that one player was going to be the only presence.
No, you can't lose this, Mongols. You can't lose this one.
You can.
No, not like this. Arisdose comes back in, gets a double. And we're at a 2v2 again. Arisdose maybe a little overconfident in that fight. He goes down to 910. So Roman with the 1v2, and he won't stop the Mongols from getting their 2nd round. But this is one hell of a comeback needed from Mongols. It is absolutely looking like sAw are going to close out this series. They have not given themselves any room to recover from a pistol round loss here, Mongols. So if sAw collect this 1st round, it is all over. That is a great start. Techno jumps around the corner, instantly annihilated. And this devastating display is about to come to a close.
Ooh, that's a goose you don't like taking. Time to back off the aggression. You've given yourself an advantage. Now, they don't have long control, and they've backed completely off catwalk. Oh, this is a really awkward timing for this transition.
Story getting ever closer, takes one step forward and ends up putting his own foot in his grave.
It's almost like sAw put themselves themselves put themselves in a position. Oh my, I can't even speak.
Come on, Jason.
They've put themselves in a position where they're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, there we go.
God bless. It's day one. It's going to improve.
You're gonna warm up. You're gonna warm up. It's like game 3 or something so far.
What the?
Okay, Roman pops the head of Senzu. Has he got anything else left in the tank here? Roman goes back into long. Attacks in towards Mazinho, who's losing health rapidly, but turns out the Glock is a little superior in that fight. So a bomb is going down here from Mongols. They've turned it back from losing the first player to now being in a 3v2 post plan. The Mongols have a chance here. They have to win the pistol round. Udrik's doing damage towards 910. Jewel Beretta is starting to rattle a couple of shots off. 910 goes down, and now it's Dose. And he's getting ever closer. His teammate Udrik's with him, and that's the combo that is just not been stopping. It is sAw now up to 11, and the Mongols surely will soon come crashing down.
A timing that sAw might not really be ready for. Ooh, out in the open, that's a big fight for Udrix to win. That delays things, that slows it down, allows the counter utility to stream out.
Roman waiting for his moment to pop out from beneath that smoke, and it's one. Only one. He was so close to taking a second kill on 910, but somehow Mongols have battled their way forward to the player advantage. That bomb plant is starting to come in, and a team kill, that'll go a long way in helping as Mongols take a third.
I'm assuming Story thought that dink on his teammate came from the smoke, came through the smoke, so he just snapshot.
There's always a little bit of hope that the 5-7s are going to come together.
Yeah, how's your hope doing now?
Don't worry, Jason. The 5-7s are going to come together to equal 12 for sAw as they're one round away from securing that. It's Blitz and Senzu. A couple of kills forward, and it's not the case. In fact, it is just 1 5-7 here for Muterus, and he goes down on the ramp. So 4 rounds locked in for Mongols. Now, we've seen a lot of aggression on the CT side throughout this series from sAw, but they don't want to do that at this point in the game, and so Udrik's just standing behind those double doors, catches a glimpse of his opponent on the other side, and he'll get the opening kill by spamming down through the wood.
This is where it almost gets hard, though, because I think even with an advantage, at some point it feels like sAw's going to want to make a play to have some information. They don't really have utility to stall things out is the hard part. But 2 players parked at the B bomb site, they're just content to play this standard defense. A lot of Molotovs, though, and this ult from 910 can get nothing done. Doesn't even get a shot.
Muterus on the double. It's now falling apart for Mongols. 12 rounds about to be put up on that board. And Mongols are 1 round away from being knocked out on down to that lower bracket. And we've got sAw. Bullets goes through those mid doors, right to his demise. Opening kill collective for sAw in what they hope will be the last round of this series. User's got a dink on the transfer. That is just wild. But they're giving him chances. They want to close this quickly, and they're actually doing the opposite right now, sAw. They've handed it back over to Mongols. A chance once again. But Roman goes aggressive through that short smoke. Senzu's down and out. It's just Techno and Mazinho left in a 2 versus 3. When a lot of time still left to play with for the 2 remaining Mongols.
Techno mentioning Molotov nade combination, still presence on catwalk. That up on Story helps to shut things down, and indeed, it is going to be sAw taking this series. A dominant map 3 victory on Dust 2. Even Roman is just like, why challenge? You can't win.
And they're just bombarding him with fire, keeping him back in the lower tunnels. They'll even throw a smoke in. Techno is just...
Oh, it's the worst feeling.
Where can I go? What can I do?
What am I supposed to do? I have to go for this, but all right, cross your fingers. Jesus, take the wheel. 13-5. sAw takes an opening series victory against the Mongols in an upset to start IEM Cologne.